Today we're going to be talking about scientific notation. In science, we deal with some very large numbers, such as 1 mole equaling, which is the number you see on the screen. In science, we also deal with some very small numbers. For example, the mass of an electron equaling the big number you see on the screen. So when we're dealing with very big numbers, the first thing is to decide where the decimal point must end. We only want one number to its left, so it's going to go between the 2 and the 5, because then only the 2 is on the side. We're going to count how many places we move the decimal point. So once again, remember we're moving it to here. Moving it to there, between the 2 and the 5. We're going to count that. We're moving that decimal point all the way to there. If you count that, it's going to be 9 spots. Then we're going to rewrite it in the form of m times. All right, so let's practice that. So the first one, remember we want one number in front of the decimal point, so we're going to put it right here. So that only the 7 is there. And then we're going to move it from the end. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 times. So let's rewrite it in the correct form. So it's 7.45 times 10 to the 9th. Okay, let's look at the other one. We want one number in front of the decimal point, so it's going to be that 6. So it's going to be moving to right there. Let's move that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to put that as 6.023 times 10 to the 6th. Now notice that I have more things after it here. That's because we need all of the numbers. Okay. Now, sometimes we're also doing very small numbers. We have to decide what decimal must end, so there's only one number to the left. So once again, we're going to have just that 5. So it's going to go between the 5 and the 7. We're going to count how many places we want to move that decimal point, which is going to be 5 to put it between the 5 and the 7. Now we're going to rewrite this. This time it's going to be a -5. That's because we started with a number less than 1. So the exponent is negative. Let's practice that. So we want one number in front of the decimal point. So it's going to be that 2. So we're going to go right here. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 2.39 times 10. Now, because it's a number less than 1 that we started with, it's going to be -5. Okay, let's do that again. So we want one number in front of the decimal point. That's going to be the 1. So we're moving here. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1.3 times 10. Start with a number less than 1. -3. Standard notation. So this is when we're moving numbers out of scientific notation. The exponent is positive, we will move the decimal point to the right. So positive to the right. Looks like this. So 6.3 times 10 to the 5th. Notice that guy is positive. So we're going to take 6.3. We're going to move the decimal point 5 times. And then where all of those bumps are, we don't have a number 4, we're going to put zeros in. And that becomes 630,000. The exponent is negative. We will move the decimal point to the left. So 2.9 times 10 to the negative fifth. Notice that negative. We have 2.9. We're going to move it to the left 5 times because this number is a 5 here. For each one of those bumps, we're going to add a 0. So we're going to write it like this. Now notice I also had to put a 0 here in front of the decimal point. So we have the 4 that we added and then the 1. Practice that. So I have 7 times 10 to the 4th. This is a positive number, so we're going to move it to the right. So I have 7, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Put zeros in. And that's going to be our answer, 70,000. All right, let's look at this one. This is a negative, so we're going to move it to the left. I have 2.3. And move that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops, almost ran out of room. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm going to have 5 zeros, so I'm going to put the 0 point and then 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. That's our answer. All right, let's do that again. So we have a positive, which means we're going to move it to the right. So I have 5.73. Move that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add zeros in. So I'm going to have 5, 7, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 with the 5 zeros. Okay. Look at this one. It's a negative number. So remember, we're going to move that to the left. So 6.22. And then move that 1, 2, 3, 4. Putting zeros in. Have the 0 point in the front and then what our number is. All right. Now you should have a practice sheet to complete. Try to get that done before the end of class, and I'll have something posted on Canvas later. Thanks.